Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I think you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Muhammad Ali Amin Upu, an assistant teacher of mathematics, National Ideal English Version School, morning shift. Today I am going to take a math class for the student of class 7. Our today's topic is exercise 1.1. We will solve 3 problems today. Number 1, activity D. Number 3, activity D. And number 4, activity C. Okay. Today's lecture number is 7 and you have a homework. Your homework number is 5. My dear students, these 3 problem is similar. That means in these 3 problem we will solve every problem by prime factorization problem. We will solve this one from your book. This is your book. Your page number is 9. Okay, it's exercise 1.1. Question number 1 is find the square root of each by prime factorization. There are 4 activities, but we will solve only activity D. In activity D, the number is 11,000. Number 1, activity D is, the number is given, it's 11,025. Okay, we will solve this. That means we will calculate the square root of this number 11,025 by prime factorization. My dear students, first of all we need to resolve this number in prime factors. Okay, first of all we need to resolve this number in prime factors. So resolve this, it's 11,025. When we resolve these into prime factors, then first of all we need to divide this by 3, the prime number by 3. If we divide by 3, we will get, if we divide it by 3, we will get 3,675. Okay, 3,675. If we divide this number by the prime number 3, we will get 3,675. Again we can divide 3,675 by 3, then we will get what? Then we will get 1,225. Now this number 1,225 can be divided by the prime number 5. If we divide this number 1,225 by 5, we will get 245. Okay, my dear students, now this 245 we can divide by the prime number 5 again. If we divide 245 by the prime number 5, we will get 49. We will get 49. Now if we divide this 49 by the prime number 7, we will get the number 7 as a prime number. Now this resolve is done. Resolve into prime factors is done. That means we can write down 11,025. That's equal to what? Therefore we can write down 11,025. That's equal to 3 multiplication with 3 multiplication with 5 multiplication with 5 multiplication with 7 and multiplication with 7. My dear students, now what should we do? After this one, we should make the pairs of the prime numbers. We should make the pairs of the prime number. That means, look, this is the pair of 3. That means we will write down 3 multiplication with 3 in a bracket. Okay, then we have a pair of the number 5. Okay, of the prime number 5. So prime number 5 pair should be written down in a bracket. Okay, in another bracket you should write down the prime number 7's pair. Okay, these 2 3 make a pair, these 2 5 make a pair, and these 2 7 make another pair. Now my dear students, we are going to solve, we are going to calculate the square root number of 11,025. Therefore we can write down, therefore the square root of the number 11,025 is equal to square root sign 11,025. Okay, that's equal to what? That's equal to, we can take only one number from each of the pair. We can take only one number from each of the pair. That means we can take only 1 3 from this pair 3. We can take only 1 5 from this pair 5, and we can take only 1 7 from this pair 7. Okay, and we should multiply these 3 number. We will get how much? 3 5s are 15. 3 5s are 15. 15 multiplied with 7, we will get 105. That means, my dear students, 105 is the square root number of the number 11,025. This is our solution. So we can write down the answer here. I think, my dear students, you have understood. I am going to tell you again in brief. That means when we want to identify, when we need to calculate the square root of a number by prime factorization, then at first we must resolve that number in prime factors. Okay. Then after this resolving, we should write down in the multiplication of the prime numbers that number. Then after this, we should make the pair of the prime numbers. Then we can take only one number from each of the pair. Okay, only one time. That is the result of our square root number. Okay, my dear students, I think you have understood. Now we will solve question number 3, activity D. Okay, question number 3, activity D is, and question number 4, activity C is similar to each other, and both the problem is related to prime factorization. To solve question number 3, activity D, and to solve question number 4, activity C, we must see this example. First of all, I am writing down an example, okay, on the board. Suppose 50 is a number. Suppose 50 is a number. The question is, which is the least number? That number is multiplied with this 50, then we can get a perfect square number. Or which is the least number? When we divide this number by that least number, we will get a perfect square number. Okay, this is our question. First question is what? Which is the least number? That is why we can multiply that number with 50, we will get a perfect square number. What is that number? First of all, we should resolve that number 50. With the given number 50, we should resolve it, okay, in prime factors. First of all, we should divide the 50 by 2, we will get 25. Now 25 can divide only by 5, prime number 5, we will get 5. Now my dear students, we can write down 50 is equal to how much? 50 is equal to 2, multiplication with 5, multiplication with 5. Now to make a perfect square number, that means to make the 50 a perfect square number, what number should multiplied or what number should be divided? That is our question. Okay, so first of all, make the pair of the prime numbers. This 2, look, this 2 has no pair. This 2 is a single number. After that, this 5 can make a pair because 5 has 2 here. There are 2 5s. That means 2 5 make a pair. But this 2 can't make any pair because this 2 only one time has here only one time. That means if we multiply this 50 by 2, then we can get a number, and that number is a perfect square number. Okay, and if we divide 50 by this 2, again we get a number, and that number also a perfect square number. Look, my dear students, if we multiply 50 by this 2, we will get how much? We will get 100. 100 must be a perfect square number. Okay, and if we divide this 50 by 2, that means this single number, then we will get 25. My dear students, 25 is also a perfect square number. It must be a perfect square number. Okay, that means to identify the least number which is to be multiplied or which is to be divided to make the number a perfect square number, we should solve like this way. First of all, we should resolve that number in prime factors. Then we should make the pairs. Which prime numbers has no pair, that number need to be multiplied or that number need to be divided with the whole number. Then we will get a perfect square number. My dear student, I think you have understood. Now we will read out question number 3 to solve activity D of question number 3. Okay, the question number 3 in page number 9 is, what is the least number which is to be multiplied with the following numbers to get a perfect square number? There are 4 activities. We will solve only activity D, my dear students. Okay, it's question number 3, activity D. The number is given here 23,805. The number is 23,805, my dear students. Okay, to solve what is the least number to be multiplied with this number to make a perfect square number, my dear students, first of all we should resolve this number. Okay, so to resolve this number, we should divide this number by the prime numbers. Okay, first of all we can divide 23,805 by 3, then we get 7,935. 7,935. Okay, we can divide 7935 by 3 again. By 3 again, we will get 2645. Okay, 2645. If we divide 7935 by 3, we will get 2645. If we divide this one by 5, the prime number 5, we will get 529. We will get 529, my dear students. Now there is no other number except 23 to divide this number. 23 is the prime number. We can divide 529 by only the prime number 23. We will get 23 as a result. Okay. Now the resolve of prime factors is done of 23,805. So we can write it down. Therefore 23,805, that's equal to the multiplication of the prime numbers. 3 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 23 multiply 23. So dear students, we should make a pair. We wish to make the pairs. Okay, it's 3 can make a pair. This 5 can't make a pair because 5 has only ones. Okay, now 23 can make the pair. 23 can make the pair. That means, my dear students, look, 23 has a pair, 3 has a pair. So 5 is a single. That is why 5 must need to be multiplied with 23,805 to make a perfect square number. I hope you have understood. Now we can write down, therefore 23,805 is not a perfect square number. Is not a perfect square number. Okay, number 23,805 will be a perfect square number. Perfect SQUARE square number if we multiply 5 with it. That means if we multiply 5 with 23,805, then that whole number will be a perfect square number. That means the least number is 5. Okay, the answer will be 5. Or you can write it down these words another way. Therefore this one is not a perfect square number. 23,805 will be a perfect square number if we multiply at least 5 with it. Okay, you can write it in any ways, my dear student, no problem. I think you have understood how to calculate. First of all, we should resolve that number, then we should make the pair. Which can't make a pair, that number should be multiplied with the whole number, then we can get a perfect square number. Okay, now we will solve question number 4, my dear students. Question number 4, activity C, in the similar way. Okay, first of all we need to read out the question. The question is, what is the least number with which is to be divided by the following number so that the quotient would be a perfect square number? That means which least number need to be divided with that number we need to calculate with the same process, my dear student. Okay, now it's activity C of question number 4. The number is given here 21,952. 21,952. First of all, we should resolve this number. To resolve the number, write it down. 21,952. It's an even number, my dear students, so we can divide it by 2. We'll get 10,976. 10,976. Look, 10,976 is again an even number, so we can divide it by 2. Again, we'll get how much? We'll get 5,488. 5,488. Now, dear students, it's 5,488 again an even number, so we can divide it by 2 again. We'll get how much? We'll get 27, that is 2,744. 2,744. 2,744 again an even number, so we can divide by 2 again. We'll get how much? We'll get 1,372. 1,372 again an even number, we can divide it by 2 again. We'll get 686. 686 again an even number. We can divide by 2 again. We'll get how much? We'll get 343. Now this is not an even number. We can't divide by 2. We can divide this number by only by the prime number 7. We'll get 49. If we divide 49 now by 7, we'll get 7. Now the resolve is done, okay? The resolve is done of 21,952. Now we can write down, my dear students, therefore 21,952, that's equal to how much? The multiplication of the prime numbers. So 2 multiply 2 multiply this 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply this 2 multiply 7 multiply 7 multiply 7. Now should make the pairs of the prime number. These two 2's make one pair. Now my student, these two 2's make another pair. The next pair will make this 2. With this 2 we can write down a pair. Now the next two 7 will make a pair, okay? But my students, look, the 7, this last 7 has no pair. This 7 is alone. That means we must divide 21,972 by 7 to get a perfect square number. That means this is not a perfect square number, okay? Because all the prime numbers has not a pair. Therefore we can write down, therefore 21,952 is not a perfect square number. Perfect square number, okay? It's not a perfect square number. So 21,952 will be a perfect square number. Perfect square number if we divide it by at least 7. If we divide this number at least 7, if we divide this number by at least 7, then we can get a perfect square number. I think you have understood, my dear students. The answer will be 7. If we divide 21,952 by 7, then we get a perfect square number. My dear students, please look again. I am telling you again, if the question is which list number is to be multiplied or which list number needs to be divided to get a perfect square number, then we should resolve this in prime factors. After that, we should make the pairs. Which prime number has no pair, that prime number need to multiply or need to divide with that number to get a perfect square number. Now you have a homework, my dear students. Your homework number is 5. Please mention that one in your ESW copy. In exercise 1.1 page number 9, you should solve question number 1 activity C, question number 3 activity C, and question number 4 activity B. Okay, my dear students, please stay home, stay safe, and keep practicing more and more at home. See you again inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz.